Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley Showcase. It's the weekend. It is Sunday. We can dive a little bit deeper into some of the cool stuff that I want to show you and cool stuff I have today. I teased this video yesterday, mentioned that Matchbox does create some very, very low number models, almost secret models, that's what I called them yesterday, that are usually like about 25, maybe 35 made, that are done for very specific purposes. And many times people don't even know that they even exist. So I have one here that I want to show you, and I actually haven't even seen it yet. I'm going to open it up now, and we're going to take a look at it together for this video. And I'm very excited to do it, but I want to give you some background, and things will start to make sense. Like, what are these secret models, and who is this secret society that gets these special secret Matchbox? Well, it may not be that dramatic, but you're gonna like what you see, I think. So I'm gonna put this off to the side for now, and you can see what we've got going on here. These special secret models are usually attached to some sort of event, and if you look, now you're seeing a lot of cardboard here, but if you look here, you may notice what I've got in front of me and in front of you are Matchbox event models. Two events specifically. Over here, on this side, Matchbox Gathering of Friends models. On this side, the Leipzig models from Germany. Gathering happens in July. We just had it a few weeks ago out in Albuquerque, New Mexico with Jim Gallegos, who runs that show. Matchbox shows up. The German event happens usually the first week of October, about the same time as the Hot Wheels convention. Matchbox goes to that too. I think Abe has gone out the last couple of times, and Matchbox produces unique event models for both. And this video isn't about those event models. I've done showcases in the past, and there's some crazy cool models that Matchbox has done, but I'm focused on the secret ones. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you, I think, this background, because these secret models kind of started fairly recently. I'm going to show you a couple things, starting with the Gathering. Now, right here, this is the model that I have shown okay, let me start again. The Matchbox Gathering usually has two models and has a special variation of one. Usually one for the dinner, the dinner happens every Saturday night, or the Saturday night of the Gathering, and attendees get the dinner model. There's also the dealer model. The dealer model is given to those that reserve tables at the toy show the next day on Sunday, but they also give attendees for the convention, people who bought tickets, a chance to buy those models as well. So this last event, and I'll show you, this is the 19th annual. It's the Divco Milk Truck. This is, and you can see it says dinner model right here. The Divco Milk Truck, this special version, was made for the attendees at the dinner at the Matchbox Gathering of Friends. You notice I have two of them. Well, Matchbox has for a while done special variations. In this particular case, I'll show you, this is the actual dinner model. Just focus on the roof for a second. Now look at this one. And you'll notice a difference. Just stripes on this one, full logo, and a bunch of other cool stuff on this one. This is the special 1 of 75 early registrant model. The first 75 people that register for the event, usually I think 1st of January of each year, first 75 people get this model and then get a chance to purchase this one. The other dinner attendees get this one. I only have this one actually because I wasn't one of the first 75. This is David Tilley's model, but he let me show it. But this is the special variation. And so every year, there have been these special 1 of 75 variations. I think for the last 7-8 years, they've done them. I've got a couple that I did actually acquire when I was the early registrant. I think, well, sometimes they're drastic. Like that one's pretty significant. Other times they're quite minor. I actually don't have the differences here, but this is the dinner model from 2017. This is the early registrant model. If you look here, and I don't have it to compare, but this is the Nissan Skyline. If you notice that it's that 2017 circular logo on the trunk, the regular dinner model does not have that. So that's a really subtle difference. You'd have to be the most complete of collectors to want to have both. If you want the rare stuff, this one, I think we're talking about maybe 200 made of the regular dinner model and then only 75 of the early registrant model. This from 2019, the Gathering of Friends, this was the dinner model in blue. And you can see it was the Mercedes wagon, the 1980 Mercedes-Benz W123 wagon in this very cool Spectre Flame blue. It even matched the dealer model, which was the Scenic Cruiser, the GMC Scenic Cruiser. They matched together in this kind of cool matching blue motif. But there was a special dinner model. It was this one in green, so it was pretty distinct, right? Everything was the same except one was this green color with the green wheels, and there was only 75 made of that particular model. I think about 200 made of that one. I don't have all the numbers specific, so sometimes it's really subtle. Sometimes it's more drastic. Those are the dinner models. Let's talk about the dealer model. I haven't opened it yet. You guys have seen it because it's been showcased and it's been selling for a crazy amount on eBay. And a lot of people were very interested in it. It is the Porsche 911 Turbo. First one with opening doors, and it's an absolute stunner. And this one, like I said, I think there's about 200, 250, maybe 300 made of the dealer model. Still not a ton. When you start thinking about RLC models going 25,000 and there's only 300 of this, even the convention models from the Hot Wheels convention are usually produced in 4,000 or 5,000, 6,000 produced. This is 300. So these models are already exceptionally rare from these gathering models, right? Now let's talk about the Leipzig show, the German show. Something similar. Whew, that's a lot of explaining, but hopefully you're liking what you see. They have been doing these models for Germany for a while. Dirk Schluer is runs that show, and Matchbox has been producing some really cool ones. For example, the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6 from 2017. This is one of the versions. There were actually two other versions produced in either more numbers or less. I can't remember, or fewer numbers. But they had been doing this special, these special models. For first, it was just one model for the event. Now it's one model, but there's special variations of each. Let me show you what I'm talking about, because this whole secret model started in Germany, and I'll show it to you. Here we go. You ready? This is the 2015 Mercedes-Benz G-Class G550. If you look on the date here, I don't know why they always put the logos, a couple times put the logos right in front of the car. I wish they would have put them up here, but they put them in front. This is the 2018 release for the event in 2018. This yellow version, 300 made. Still incredibly rare for attendees. Now, I'm not going to remember, was this just for attendees of the convention, for the Sunday show, and was there a dinner model, all that kind of stuff? I'm not entirely sure what each specific event was for, but these numbers got produced less than this. So 300 of the yellow, then there was a green version. Everything's the same. Logos, everything else is all the same. Wheels, everything. But this green version for dinner or whatever was for only 175 made. Super low numbers. Then there's special, I think this was an early registrant version in silver. I don't think, is it Zamak? It might even be Zamak, but I think it's just silver. You know how many of these were made? Only 75, just like the Gathering. 75 early registrant models made. There you go, right? 3 different versions, all in super low numbers, but some in much lower numbers. But if you look over in that corner, right over here, there was a secret model. The pink version. Only 25 made of this pink G-Wagon. This wasn't given to attendees. It was actually given to those that helped organize the convention. So a couple were made available. I actually think I saw one on eBay priced at over $1,500. This one came to me because I helped promote the event back in the day. And obviously I'm very, very thankful for it. But there are very, very few made of that special 25 only G-Wagon. And that is where these little secret models were then born. Let's fast forward from 2018 to 2019 and look at the exclusive for that event in Germany. It was the Land Rover Generation 2 Safari. They did this awesome Safari deco on it. You know, this one has interchangeable roof parts. All of them had the canoe except for one. We'll get to that. Notice a pattern. This is the yellow one, 300 made for convention attendees. There was also a green one. And if you remember from the G-Wagon, how many of the green one were made? This one, I think, by the way, no canoe on this one. It's the only one without it. And what a cool color combination. If you're doing a jungle safari, this is the way to go. Notice it has the two-piece tires on it, everything else. 125 made. Actually, maybe it was 175 of this green one. I have my notes over here, and I think I wrote that down wrong. So if there's a 300 and 175, that also means that there's a 75 only model, early registrant, done in white. But really cool models no matter what, right? Produced in incredibly low numbers, only 75 of the early registrant model. And if they liked that 75 and there was a secret helper of the convention model, here it is in teal blue, only 25 made of this very special teal blue Safari Land Rover. Looks fantastic with two-piece tires. Now, is it secret? No, but it wasn't made available to all the convention attendees. It was only those that put in the effort. And when you see how much effort, and I'm sure Mark and Jenna from the Hot Wheels convention and some of the others that are our friends that have put on at conventions, it is a ton of work. And Matchbox pairs with Dirk to do these special, very low number models to show appreciation. That was 2019. What about 2020? Well, now let's get to it. I just got the 2019 models. I might have got the 2020 models, but I haven't had them for a while because the event kind of happened, you know, amidst the pandemic. And Dirk finally sent these to me, and they came at a perfect time because I want to show this other secret model that I was going to show you. So here we go. I cut these open, and we're going to look. Same patterns are going to apply, right? There's going to be a 300, a 175, a 75, and a 25. Here is your 300 model. Notice pattern. And notice well, see, the Land Rover wasn't German, right? But typically you're going to see German cars. This was this year's model for the Gathering, but last year the Porsche 911 Turbo was the special model for the, there you can see the details there. So this orange version, one of 300 made. Let's see what the next one is. And we know this is going to be one of 75. Done in white. This striping was, I think, if I remember correctly, I don't have the information in front of me, but this striping was done as an homage to a German movie, I think, where a 911 with this kind of racing stripe was on it, and Dirk really liked it. And I love the look because it fits the era of the car. You can see Porsche on the headlight. I mean, just without trying to go through all these colors, you can see how cool this model is. This casting too, you might think, is it a little bit like the way it sits and everything? This is actually an homage to the classic 911 Turbo Matchbox casting. So there are some details that are a little bit more, maybe more towards that actual casting than maybe how you would cast a 1980 911 Turbo. Some people have asked about that, but that is something that was done to really kind of pay homage to a classic and Matchbox collector favorite, that classic 911 Turbo. This one is actually in paper. This is the 75 early registrant, I think. And if I remember what color this is, I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Yep. Check this beauty out in black. It's all about the matte black with the super cool late 70s, early 80s striping. Porsche on the windshield looks fantastic. Wheels look good too. That kind of mag style wheel really works for this casting. And when you couple the fact that it is so incredibly rare, only 75 made of this black version, then you know it's something special. All right, so what color do you think this last one is? The secret model, the helper model, whatever you want to call it. Let's have a look. I'll open this one up for you. And I think this one got a little scrunched when it was put in the box. Yeah, it did. So you're going to see it very quickly. Pink a couple years ago, teal last year or 2019. This one, pink again. So here is that 1 of 25 pink model. And it looks, I just love the fact that they're pink. If you're going to do a special 1 of 25 model, make it one that's just going to be super unique in terms of the color and everything. Some people might look at this and go, I don't care how rare it is. I don't care how expensive it is. I don't want it. And that's probably a good way of doing a 1 of 25 model. It's just to make it unique. I like it in this color. And I think it looks really, really cool. There are the 4 Porsches from 2020. So this all started here. I think with Dirk, with the Matchbox team, said, can we do this special 1 of 25 model? And Matchbox said yes. And so we've had 3 different ones produced the last 3 years. Will it happen again for the Leipzig show in 21? I'm assuming it will. I don't know for sure. I can't even remember what the model is going to be. I don't even know if I know what the model is going to be for the 2021 event. That will all be unveiled soon. And if I get a chance to unveil it, I will. But I think you can assume that there will be a secret 1 of 25 model, whatever that casting is. Well, last year that was adopted by The Gathering, and that is the secret model that we're going to unveil today. Last year, this Beetle was the dealer model, and there was a special Zamac version done for those that helped with the convention. I didn't get it there, but if you look around, I don't know if they've ever been on eBay, but there might be a Zamac version of the Beetle floating around. So if they did this special version of the Beetle dealer model, then you have to assume the dealer model from 2021 also has a special secret version. And that is what this is. Take a look at it. You can kind of get the sense of what you're looking at. 35 made here. So I think, it takes a few more people to put on The Gathering, I assume. And so 35 of this model were made. I received it from Jim Gallegos. I cannot tell you how appreciative I am to have one. I'm always happy to help promote the event, and then of course film the live streams and everything else. But I tell you, it is very cool to have this model. I have not seen it in person. I've seen a couple of pictures, and so I am going to open it up right now. You can I think you might guess what it is. Well, you think you know what the model is. There it is. I don't know if you call it Zamac. I don't know if you call it Chrome. I know you call it fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to say this is like a Chrome, or it's like a super treated raw version. Same deco of the green, but in this black and white and chrome deco, which is fantastic. Same wheels, same everything else. All the detailing is the same. So there it is, the secret Porsche 911 Turbo. Only 35 made, in the possession of a few people who worked on the convention. I don't know if any of these will make their way out into the secondary market. But this is that secret model. Many, many thanks to Jim Gallegos for sharing this model and allowing me to show it. I actually asked him, do you really want me to show it? And he says, yeah, let him see it. This is what the people who help on The Gathering get, and it's something that they just started doing. And obviously thanks to Dirk, who allowed me to share these models. When I get the German models, I will definitely show them, and we'll preview them for sure too, once Dirk gets them before the event. You guys tell me what you think. Cool stuff, right? Pretty cool models. If there's anything, go to the event and get your hands on these. That's the way to get them, is to go to the event in Albuquerque next year. Follow Jim Gallegos. I'll share his Instagram down below. That was fun. Thanks, everybody. You guys tell me what you think about these models. Worth collecting? I think so. Bye.